Greetings and welcome to Jacksonville University. On the banks of the St. Johns River in Northeast Florida, it's college lacrosse. I'm Ray Carnicelli, joined by Jim Applegate for today's contest between two Southern Conference foes. This is a non-conference game, the home opener, the season opener for the Jacksonville University Dolphins, dressed in white. Back out top to Whiteford. Back to Teo, left-handed dodge. Good defense by Garrity. Jacksonville lost track of that ball. It's a battle at the midfield line and knocked over. Great play from Bellarmine. That's number 41, Robbins, to keep it in the offensive end. So extends the possession for Bellarmine. Feet on the crease, shot, score! Goal by number 14, Braden Brown.
I just mentioned earlier in the possession how Bellarmine likes to control the ball and the tempo, and like we mentioned earlier.
Winston and Dolan, two of the leaders, scoring leaders over the past few years.
I think this is the fourth or fifth Jacksonville possession, and each possession they've had a different set of trio of midfielders out there.
There's Winston, marked by Tomas. Off of that pick, over to Dolan on the right side. Down the right alley, shot, score! Dolan on the goal.
Jack Dolan with a little split dodge.
Are mixing up the midfield. Once again, we've got three guys I don't think we've seen run together on the early afternoon. Here's Dolan, invert, back behind the cage, left hand, coming strong to the right. Trying to work that pick. Ball is batted down. Controlled by Dolan. Double team. See if Jacksonville can move the ball. Somebody's open. Back to the near side. Split. Feed to the crease. Batted in by Luke Robinson. Good ball movement. Scrappy play. Jacksonville did not give up around one time. Catching their breath. Just popping on the crease.
Looks like they went from an open set to almost like a 2-2-2 or...
There's that skip pass. Nice hitch. Feed to the crease. Shot, score! Dolan from Garrity. Great ball movement. They're finding some... Here comes Heed. Left-handed cradle. Back to Tripetta. He steps in. Throws to the backside. Ball is loose. Tripetta comes up with it. Looking to that backside. There's Riley. Shot, score! Goal by number 26, Hettinger from Riley, off a bouncing ball, and we don't call it a garbage goal. Clean win. That's Dolan on the wing. Cap with another face-off. Possession for Jacksonville with a 4-1 lead. Non-conference game between two Southern Conference foes. Stagnita off to Goddard. Got that shorty. Step down, shot, score from distance. Connor Shears. That's going to 6 over to Preston Rhodes. Flag down. So Jacksonville is going to have a delayed penalty called against them. Feed, shot, score, and another penalty after the goal. Dolan, right-handed cradle, trying to get underneath. Back across the goal line extended. Spins it around from Riley. Back to Tripetta. That first slide's playing about halfway every time.
Right. And if you notice, Jacksonville actually gave them that free side because the midi was on the standing on the restraining line, so there was no penalty for coming and sliding early.
Shot, score from about 13 yards. Dolan on the goal, playing straight up with the shorties on the midfielders. No double polling so far. Here comes Garrity. He's going to step down. Now he backs it out. Hettinger's got to give him a little more space and clear through when that double comes. Luke Robinson. Right-handed cradle. There's Jeremy Winston. Back out to Hettinger. Back to Garrity. Feed to the crease, shot, score! Robinson from Garrity. Once again, they're finding the seams on the crease.
Robinson really slipped behind his defender, watched it
to cover him. So we were wondering if they were going to push one of those defenders up to the midfield, and they have done that with Dolan. Not shutting him off, but Jacksonville's content on letting Hettinger have a run at it. Back to Winston. A lot of movement out front. Left-handed shot, score! Corner is stung. Late hit, penalty flag comes flying. What a tremendous goal for Jacksonville. That was number 55 on the goal,
Ethan
Lamond with a stinger.
Yeah, he just climbed up the hash behind the defender, and from about 7 or 8 yards, he, like you said, he's on the top corner. It was a beautiful shot.
New Hope, Pennsylvania, LaSalle College High School, and just a tremendous shot. I know Coach Galloway's mentioned on our radio show how much he likes him. He showed some things in that final game of last year's abrupted season against Duke, and just a tremendous thing in this possession that's critical for Bellarmine to make a stop. Here's Stagnita. Moving to the crease is Stagnita. Dolan to the backside. Shot, score! Was that Lamond again? Or Hettinger? I think that was 26, Hettinger. Just stung it. Not a great angle, but good ball movement, and it was early in the possession.
Yeah, they had an off-ball wheel going on, and again, Bellarmine was just just caught off covering the ball carrier and leaving the man open from behind.
So Troy Hettinger has carried the big stick for the last couple years, and you see him just slipping across the goal line extended, gets to that sweet spot just outside of 5 and 5 and stings that near side corner. Stick side high in Jacksonville with a 9 to Dolan. Stagnita's got the shorty on him now. Slips at goal line extended, regains his footing. We talked about the depth of the JU midfield, and they've done a nice job so far running guys in and out, but a fresh Evan Tyler with a shorty on him down that right alley, trying to get underneath. Shot high, score! Jacksonville, Evan Tyler announces his presence with authority.
He comes in with the fresh legs. He has a nice little alley dodge, and boy, he just really made it easy.
Boy, as much as Bellarmine slid and came early on help, nobody was there, and they have to know to pay attention to Evan Tyler.
And it's funny how you have Evan back in with Jeremy and Dolan. That the unit looks completely different, right? They're so comfortable playing with each other. This is year 3 that they're together.
Box. We'll see if Jacksonville starts making more subs. As some of those frontline players, Jeremy Winston and so forth, have been up and down the field, playing a lot of defense, and they've got the depth, and this is a good time to get some younger players experience. Capable younger players. Shot from distance, that's a goal. Hettinger from distance, and once again, that's a perfectly placed shot off stick side high.
It almost looked like practice. He had a step down from 8 yards, no one on him, had plenty of opportunity to look at the goal. The goalie's obviously moving upon the pass to see where the ball's coming from. And
11-2 with 7:54 to remain in the third quarter. A little bit of a slip there by the defense. Rubeck. Here comes Heed on that shorty, trying to get underneath. Early slide, spin it. Evan Tyler takes the pressure, runs through it. Good back check attempt, and the ball is down. There's Robbins with that caused turnover, just throwing checks and landing checks. Very impressed with that guy, watching him play. Heed comes up with it, Jack Heed to brother Tom. And Jacksonville has 7 seconds on the shot clock. There's a shot and a score. A lot of contact in front of the goal. Jeremy Winston to Jack Dolan, back to Stagnita, spinning it around. See what happens on the crease here, just clearing out, rotating around through the crease. Skip to the backside. It looked like Tyler might have been open, streaking through. Good pressure from Bellarmine. Here's a 4-on-3 if they can hurry. Jacksonville hustling back. Shot, score. Perfectly placed shot.
So Jacksonville ran the same man of play back to back, and the defense had this scouted out, and they weren't going to let the pass, the pass to the backside get there this time.
So you have Dylan Toulette, man down defender, scores that goal with a perfectly placed shot to the far side. It was stick side, but he tucked it right in. Plenty of time. Stagnita back to the near side. Tyler double clutches. Back to Stagnita operating out top. Three seconds. There's a shot from Stagnita. Goal. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. That was 8 when I said 3. 2 seconds left on the shot clock, and Stagnita showing his range.
And so we looked at the roster earlier today, and Stagnita is listed as a midfielder. So it looks like Coach Galloway recognized the fact that he has played midfield before and moved him up to the top of the field.
4 years as a midfielder at Johns Hopkins before transferring to Jacksonville zone. Here is Bellarmine, Luke Robinson, Stagnita directing traffic, son of longtime legendary coach Jim Stagnita. Goddard to Stagnita. Goddard through traffic, shot and a score. So a little backdoor cut through the zone.
A little give and go, right?
You got to keep those zone defenders guessing. Once you travel from one zone to another, whether you have the ball or whether you don't, you're somebody's responsibility, and they just picked that seam. And whether it was a backdoor cut or a cut off a give and go, just a nice combination play, and Goddard with a strong finish in front of the goal. And Bozic, as well as he's played.
Jacksonville extending pressure out on the Bellarmine offense.
There's placed it, covered by Dixon Smith. Back to Bowie. Less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Shot saved by Adam Baker. Off hip stick, got that hand down, and you saw him kind of slide that right foot and step to it.
It was a quality shot and a quality save.
Nice shot from Bellarmine, creating that offensive opportunity. And there's a swing and a miss behind the goal. Feed to the backside, step down, shot, score! Stung it, upper 90, Griffin Bowie. Good ball movement, and that backside became open, and Bowie had a 6 seconds. Jacksonville's dominated at the face-off spot. And you see Yori in there facing off for Bellarmine with the long pole.
I give Coach Whitley a lot of credit. He's tried a lot of different formulas at that face-off.
20 seconds as the ball is possessed by Bozic. 18-2 is the face-off advantage right now. And here's Jacksonville with an opportunity in short time. Into the offensive end. Shot, score!
That was a good look by
That's
Jordan
Chase.
Young.
Looks like it's Stephen Chase with his first goal at Jacksonville University. In transition, another short time demoralizing goal, and Stephen Chase with a strong finish.
Yeah, he's going to thank Jordan Young, because there's not too many times you'll see an LSM, pass up a shot and to hit the attackman down low.
With the near.
And they do a lot of ball movement. They go from an open set to a 1-4-1 to a 3-3, and it'll be interesting to see if they run the same play.
See how close Jacksonville packs it in and tests those outside shooters. There's a shot from distance, and it's a goal. So we talked about testing Adam Baker from outside on the man up, and Landon Trout stings one. Might have gone 5-hole, but looked like he either was screened or caught him guessing. He was really slow to react, but kudos to Landon Trout. Just a nice shot, low shot. Baker's wishing he had that one low-to-low goal for Landon Trout. 15-5 is our... Feed to the backside. Jacksonville recovers. That was Trout. Down low. Pass to Axe, hung up behind. Feed to the top side. Shot, score. Another low-to-low shot, and that's a goal for number 39. The freshman, Kyle placed it.
That's great ball movement. There was a swim dodge on the alley. They get the ball through X, and then nice time and room up front.
So 2 quick goals from Bellarmine. They're making the most of the possessions that they have been able to manage. Good defensive stops, scrambling for the loose balls. We've seen the ball on the ground a lot, 50-50 balls, and Bellarmine coming up with them. So I like the fight from the Knights. "17 seconds in the extra man. Lamont back to Winston, over to Dolan. Just content to work it around and be patient. Back to Winston. That one's on target. Shot and a score. Jeremy Winston.
That was really nice by Jack Dolan, just going ahead and stretching and moving his defender, pulling him off target. And Jeremy got to the middle of the field and catch and release, right?
So you'll see Dolan just kind of back up with the ball in his stick, pulls the defense over, as you mentioned, Jim, and Winston, who sailed one high on the prior shot, dialed it down. What do you tell kids as coaches? No one's ever shot it under the goal.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's what he attempted to do, and it went in after sailing one. With the newcomer Goddard. over to Tyler, back to Goddard. So we talked about Jacksonville's depth at midfield, and earlier on they were rotating combination after combination of hybrid attack midfielders, and now they've kind of settled in. Backside, Evan Tyler, shot, score. So Goddard found Evan Tyler, just did a little bit of a backdoor sneak and alley-oop over to Evan Tyler.
Yeah, and Goddard was someone that when we watched the Limestone scrimmage, he got a lot of playing time and he really was looking comfortable out there, and that play was indicative of just his comfort level of being out on the field and being able to skip pass like that to Evan Tyler down low.
And the excitement that Evan Tyler demonstrates on the field, you can see it. He didn't play in the first half. He came out and scored a quick goal, and now you see him just flashing. The Bellarmine defense has got to be a little gassed right now, and you have this all-arounder. We've seen some quick sticks from him and some nice ball movement. Goddard slips through two, bangs it through X, back to Chase behind the back, goal! Sam Chase, amazing ball movement, and Sam Chase with the behind the back finish, took a hit. What a whole segment for Jacksonville.
Yeah, that was really nice. Goddard actually took the initiative, beating his man, drawing the slide, and 2 passes later, you have Sam Chase behind the back.
And I think Sam Chase, the way his body was positioned with his left foot towards the crease, he was. And it's possessed, and here's an opportunity on a fast break. Here's Robick, 2 goals in game 1. Very patient, hits the point man. Brown, saved by Baker. Oh, and turns it over. There's Brown again, shot, score. So Baker's going to want that sequence back. He made a great save. Face-off win for Bellarmine. I watched Robick jog back, and looks a little winded. He's in great shape. He is a leader. He could play anywhere, anytime. But he's put in a lot of work today.
He certainly has.
There's Trout. Right-handed cradle, trying to get underneath. Shot, score. Goal half, so he's got plenty of legs. Paired up with Hettinger and Trapetta. Here's Hettinger. Tyler fakes a pick. Hettinger carries it back through X. Chase up top. Here's Evan Tyler. Excuse me, that was Trapetta to Tyler. Looking for that backside feed. Looking. Skip across to the backside. Shot, score. Robinson with the overhand hammer. And you saw Tyler head up.
He did. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with the ball. As soon as he saw the defensive positioning, he knew that there was going to be an opening on the backside.
Don't want to overstate Luke Robinson's ability to catch and release and how quickly he gets the ball out of his stick. And as you can see with Tyler, head up, he's not afraid to shoot from there. We've seen him slip in no-look shots before, but as you mentioned, he was looking for something to come open on the. Be excited about his ball movement. That's our final score as the horn blows. 19-8 is our final. Evan Tyler just came in the second half and put an extra fire under Jacksonville. Luke Robinson, very impressive.